in there.
Yes.
Today's the first day. They're going for 3 days continuously, day and night for 3 days. Finish on Sunday. 1 hour. Each person takes an hour turn to chant the prayers.
今天我们听到这个祈祷会维持3天，24小时不断，每一个人唱念1个小时，像子轮班，是一直要到星期天才会结束。
It's wonderful.
Thank you. What is the prayer about? Is it for peace or?
It's for family peace, family blessings from God.
向上帝祈福，然后希望他们把和平带给我们。是。
The master probably knows that there's no images or anything like that. They worship the holy book,
No.
the Granth Sahib.
Yes.
It's not actually the book.
没有任何的形象在锡克教。
Right. Sorry.
It's not the book itself.
That's right. Yes.
But the words.
Master know it well.
Yeah.
Knows it well.
Of course.
Yes.
The scriptures. Yes.
Scriptures.
Yeah.
就是经典才是最重要的。
所以他们没有神像，他们那个台子对象那是经典，盖下来，里面是经典。
So we were paying respect to the sutra actually in the main hall. We're paying respect to the sutra. Yes. Not to an image.
我们这个礼拜是对经典礼拜。
And the prostration or the bowing, it is towards the sutra, the scripture.
Towards the word, and you're only showing respect.
Yes.
You cover the head, you show respect.
Yes. 把头包起来也是尊重的意思。
You show the respect.
Yes.
We have to welcome.
他说非常欢迎师父来这里。Thank you. Yes.
Can I start?
Of course. Please.
Okay. Venerable Master Jin Kong A.M. Starting as a monk at Lintis Temple at Yashwani in Taiwan, you decided to dedicate the rest of your life to spreading the teaching of Buddha. It was then and there where you received the name of Jin Kong. Since your ordination, you have lectured extensively in Taiwan and abroad in the world. Now, for more than 30 years, you have taught and lectured on various types of sutras, such as the Flower Adornment Sutra, the Dharma Flower Sutra, the list goes on. You use modern technology to spread the Buddha's teaching, and your lectures on audio, video, and CDs are freely available. You have sponsored the printing and distribution of Buddhist texts worldwide, as well as the portraits and pictures of various Buddhas and Buddhistas. All these items have been distributed free of any charge. You are the founder of Pure Land Learning Center all over the world, whose aim is to teach the Pure Land study and its cultivation methods. In 2001, you established the Pure Land Learning College Associations in Australia to nurture and train successors to continue the propagation of Buddhism. You supported the Buddhist Educational Foundation for Buddhist courses in Sydney University and sponsored the project of Institution for Peace and Conflict Resolutions in the University in Queensland. In recognition of your religious, charitable, and educational work, in June 2002, you were awarded as an adjunct professor of the University of Queensland In the same month, you awarded with the honorary degree of Doctor of the University of Griffith. During March this year, you arranged the fund and funded the first to be ever held in Australia, an interfaith conference in Brisbane. On my personal behalf, on behalf of the Sikh Council of Australia and the Sikhs in Australia, I extend to you warm welcome to this temple of God and to your accompanying monks. I also thank Stephen and Graham Lal for being here.
Thank you.
我们在今年3月宗教会议之后，就想着拜访这个锡克教的中心，因为正好那个时候，南部有火灾，北部水灾，大家都忙着救灾的运动，所以我们把拜会的时间推迟到现在。
Since the February event in Brisbane, the Interfaith Conference, we have thought about coming to visit your center here. But because of the Victoria fire and the constant flooding situation in the north, in northern Queensland, so we postponed the visit until today.
Thank you.
谢谢您。
这个我跟锡克教最早的接触是在新加坡。新加坡9个宗教，他们有个组织宗教理事会，这里面的秘书长呢就是哈曼星，他就是锡克教的，因为他代表新加坡的宗教，所以跟我接触的时间特别多。
My first visit, my first contact with the religions of Sikh came when we were actually stationed in Singapore, and in Singapore there is a interreligious organization. It's called IRO. It comprised of 9 different religions in Singapore, and the chairperson at that time was Mr. Habans. He is a very good friend of Master Jinkai. Yes. And because of the long time association with him, so they are very good friends and they are in constant contact with each other.
这个我在新加坡住了3年半，非常难得的，把新加坡的宗教团结起来，我们互相在一起学习，甚至参加每个宗教的活动，我们都会，不同宗教都会参加，所以新加坡的这个模式做得非常之好，以后在国际和平会议当中，我经常都会邀請这个新加坡的宗教代表团，那么代表宗教界，为世界和平来做祈祷。
Because we know each other so well in Singapore, our organization stayed in Singapore for, Master Jin Kong stayed in Singapore for 3.5 years. He got to know all 9 representatives from different religions well. So for constantly they will visit each other as a group to different places of worship and different faith and understand each other as much as they can and promoting dialogues and communications. So whenever we have a chance, we will invite different religious leaders from Singapore to participate in our conferences. Usually the conferences will promote interfaith dialogues and peace.
在这个动乱的世界当中，包括许多国家领袖跟专家学者，我们在联合国所看到的，确实都有诚意寻求怎样化解冲突，促进社会安定和平。
Facing the chaotic world today, as we know today, many scholars and experts, they were trying to find solutions we have attended quite a few international peace conferences around the world that's being held by UNESCO and UN. Everyone is trying to find a resolution to the present dilemma that we are facing.
那么我们在这么多年当中，很冷静地思考这些问题，唯有宗教团结，才能够帮助这个世界有效地化解冲突，促进安定和平。
From the perspective of a religious follower, we see that only by promoting the teachings of different religions, the teaching of different faith, and also by promoting religious harmony between different faith and traditions, that's how we can bring peace and resolving conflict in our world today.
所以我们接触了许多的这个世界上不同宗教的领导人，非常难得，大家都肯定宇宙之间只有一个真神。
We are fortunate enough to meet with many different faith leaders around the world, and all of them agree that there is one true God in this world.
而且呢，很难得都能同意说，这个各个不同宗教的这个创始人呢，都是真神的化身。
And they all agree that the founders of all the great religions around the world, they are the manifestation of the one true God in different forms.
所以这是让我们感到非常欣慰的。这个就是宗教能够团结核心的一个力量。
We are very happy to hear that comment, because it is a chance for all religions to work together as one community to help all others.
这个世界上许多国家领袖，多数还是信仰宗教的，虔诚的宗教的。
Most of the political leaders and the national leaders of different countries, they are followers of different traditions or faith.
那么对于我们提倡这个宗教团结来化解问题，都给予我们肯定，而且也给予我们很多的支持。
When we suggested that we would like to promote interfaith harmony and interfaith dialogues and communications, especially trying to promote the ideas of unity between different religions, their stance are usually very supportive.
我们澳洲总理就是最好的一个榜样。
And our Prime Minister, Mr. Kevin Roth, he's one of the best examples.
You can speak your language.
他说他说中文说得流利。Yes, he did.
我跟他接触不需要翻译。
When Master met up with him earlier this year, their conversation was done in Chinese fluently. So,
speak better than you.
他说他可能说的比一般的中国人说的还好。
他对是他文字也好，他这个中文他能看得懂，都不需要翻译。
Even the written Chinese language, he can understand it well. So it was very impressive.
我们带来的就是照片哈，要留一照片。对，哎对。这个前面第一张就是。这个现在这个世界的社会，主要就是大家把伦理道德疏忽了，把上帝神也忽略了，所以从思想、言行，这许多都是违背这个神圣的教诲，违背伦理道德所招感来的这些灾难。对个人来讲，就是许许多多这些疾病 防不胜防的疾病。对环境来讲呢，就是天灾人祸。
Our society today, we have largely ignored the teaching of virtues and morality. People are ignoring the instructions from God, from the truth. So that in that sense, we are individually we are attracting many misfortunes to ourselves, illness and different diseases. On the larger scale, the society is facing different levels, different degrees of problems, calamities and disasters.
所以我们看到许多宗教，特别是东方的，对于伦理道德还非常重视。
Fortunately, we see many countries around the world, they still adhere to the traditional values, especially morality and virtues.
所以我们感觉到说，唯有大力推行神圣的教育、宗教的教育，能够拯救这个世界。
From a religious follower's perspective, we think that the teachings of different faith and different religions, those teachings of morality and virtue can truly help to reverse this trend, to reverse the conflict that we are facing and to reverse the disasters that we are facing today.
You'll agree with that?
对，我们也这个非常鼓励这个宗教与宗教之间互相学习。
And we wholeheartedly encourage more communications and dialogues between different religions.
We will be most pleased to participate in any dialogue or conference to resolve any of these matters, because religion is the only one which can solve all these problems. The only thing is the fanaticism in any religion which is bad, and that's what it's said.
Yes. 张老师说，他如果未来我们有任何在对话或是这个类似这样子的这种活动或是会议的话，他们会绝对全心全意的配合跟参加，因为他们也深深的觉得，这宗教的教育能够解决这些问题。
对，关于这个我们接触锡克教这个方面说还是比较少，这是这个机缘的关系。那锡克教我们学习的东西是曼先生给我们提供的，但是有一部分的时候还没有把它翻成中文。
We have tried to learn as much as we can about the teaching of Sikhism, but the material that we are able to gather is limited. We have Yes. Recently, we have compiled these compilations of quotations from different holy scriptures from different faiths, and one part of it is from the teaching of Sikhism. So, if you can give us comment, if you can take a look at them and give us any comment or feedback as to whether they are good choices or bad choices, we will really appreciate it.
Yes, we will do it. It will be our pleasure to
我们希望张老师多提供给我们一些。
And it will be great if you can provide us some of your suggestions as well.
We have some books on Sikhism which we will give to everybody. We have
That's wonderful.
Introduction to Sikhism. We will give it to you.
他说他们有些书等一下会送给我们，让我们多了解一下。
对。
And if we need anything else, let us know.
Thank you. 如果说我们还需要其他任何资料，也随时跟他们说。
我们现在就是希望的时候，这个经典里面有很多这些教条能够帮助这个世界解决问题的，就迫切需要这样的经文。那我们大力来推动来宣扬每一个宗教都是非常善良的，都是非常好的，都是应当要认真去学习的。
The teachings from all religions is full of goodness and kindness. Master was especially pointing out that if there's any quotations from the Sikh holy scriptures that will help the present world to resolve their problems and help people to gain peace and harmony, we will really appreciate that.
We will do that. We'll collect a few and then we'll send it to you.
他说他们会结集一些，然后送给我们。 Thank you.
非常谢谢。
We are very grateful.
我们看看将来如果有这个缘分，希望在澳洲建立第一个远程教育，就是宗教教育的，我们想做一个这样的一个电视台，或者是远程的网接网络，那么来推动这个宗教教育。
If the affinity matures, or if the conditions are met, Master Jin Kong would like to. It's one of his vision. He would like to see that in the future, we in Australia, different religions can work together and establish a long-distance educational tool that will help promote the values and teachings of different religions. And Master was thinking about perhaps it could take up the form of a satellite television station, where teachings can be given freely on air for 24 hours a day, and different religions can take up certain amount of time to give teachings.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. We'll participate in that. Yeah.
他们会非常，
对，
这是非常
用这种手段的时候，收的效果就快。
By using the modern media, modern tools, it will help us to transmit or to impart our teachings that much quicker.
Yes.
So,
and we can understand the other religions better instead of reading the books. If we can have that, coming from the.
That's exactly the
我们
point.
希望从澳洲做起，在整个世界起带头的作用。
张老师说，其实这样的一个电视台也会帮助我们了解其他宗教。
对，不错不错。
Master is hopeful that Australia can take the leading role to lead the world in such effort, and perhaps we can influence the whole world, starting from Australia.
Yes.
对，澳洲做起来，当然我们有电视台，全世界都能够收到。所以从这个国家带头，希望每个国家都来支持。
I think I will briefly explain why we have this idea. Presently, our Pure Land movement, we have a satellite television station already.
Here.
Yes.
All around the world.
All around the world.
Anywhere in the world, you can watch
Okay.
Master talking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Right now there are six.
When Master is asked, where is his temple, he points to the sky.
Right now there are 6 satellites that's transmitting the data all around the world. As long as you have a dish, you can receive the programming freely.
Okay, would like to know the frequency or whatever.
It's in Mandarin, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
You can get Kevin Rudd to translate for you.
你可以请总理帮我翻译，因为目前
Someone can be translated to other languages.
It will be wonderful.
Even for a half an hour, that we could at a certain time of the day or night. Then we can at least watch and what the other religions are. That'd be good.
And Master's idea is setting up such a television station is relatively easier than compared to other type of medias, and it is instantaneously available to everyone around the globe.
Yeah.
So that's a quick path to start our influence right away. Yes.
Yeah, but it has to be in different languages because, as Graham says, it's in Mandarin. We won't be able to say that.
不过最大的问题可能是语言的问题。世界各地大家讲的语言不一样，所以说我们必须要把语言要做分配。
没错。
Speak
现在联合国提倡的是
Our thinking
可以用它来做参考。
Our thinking is that the UN is they have 6 official main languages that's being used around the globe. We'll probably target those 6 major languages first because that will reach the largest audience.
Yes, that's what it is.
Great idea.
Yeah, and ultimately, Punjabi will be one of the languages.
It's got to be.
我们这个想法，这一次的时候，接触几个宗教都赞成，都欢喜。
Master only came to Australia only for a few days this time, but we were able to visit different faith groups. And when Master raised these particular ideas, everyone is very supportive. So perhaps we can work something out.
It's a great idea. Australia is a great place to do it.
我说澳洲是一个非常理想的地方，开始这样的一个。
and we are honored to have him here.
我说非常荣幸师傅能够今天来参访他们。
谢谢他，谢谢。
Thank you.
这个，对两代啊，是的啊，你介绍一下。
As soon as they leave here, we've got to rush up to there.
We have brought some information with us and some gift. 我一点不知道。
啊，对。
This is a special booklet. This whole book is about an event we did in Paris in 2006. UNESCO invited us to go there and host an international conference, and that's a little information about that. Yes. And this is the event that we held in Brisbane in February this year. Yes.
You went to that one?
Yes. 他们有看到，他们有拿到这本，是。This is just a little bit about ourselves, the introduction to what we do and what we have done in the past. This is a little souvenir. It opens up. It's
the conference it was small.
yes. So 在会议当中，我们送给大家一个小一点，
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is. It says we should try to learn to be teachers for others, and we should act as a role model for all people. Yes.
Thank you.
Formalizing any sort of a setup.
Pardon?
And there are some Chinese teas.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Professor To was there.
Well, this is more or less a recount of that. You remember, Master did put forward the idea of a council of religions or something like that. Well, that's still in his mind, but he has to contact other faiths. We unfortunately
张老师提到说，之前是否有提过
were
关
unable
于
to
想要成立
have
一个
time to
澳
meet
洲
all, so
各
he's
宗
coming
教的
about
这个
back
各
in
种
about 2
各宗
months'
教
time
联合的一个
to Sydney,
团体。
and
我
we'll
们现
meet
在在谈这
other
件事情。
religious leaders
You're very
then.
keen to be involved in that venture.
Yeah, yes, it's good, wonderful, thank you.
是。
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
I think it would be great. You need something like that that is
Yeah.
able
在新
to
加坡就有嘛。
Master says if we don't
现
understand
在
the other religions,
现在
we
印
don't
度
really
跟马来
understand
西亚
our
好
own.
像也有。
That's right.
是。
对对。
You cannot appreciate the truth unless you know what that is.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
relative
这
terms.
是有关于锡克教的介绍。是。
Thank you very much.
好好，基本上也是。
Well,
他送给大家。
The Master publishes more than 5 million books for distribution every year.
fantastic.
They go all over the world.
刚提到说，我们每年基金会印了超过500万本的书，全世界每一年都在发
I
送
would。say there's no copyright. All you got to do is
说他们这本书也没有任何的这个版权。
Yes, it's a very good idea to have this interfaith dialogue. We don't mind if it's once a month or 2 months. There should be at least a get-together conference at least once a year where we can exchange our ideas.
Yes.
Because religions are the only thing which can save the
I'm
world.
only giving one because
Otherwise, it's
if you are
just
interested, we proceed. Otherwise,
on fire. It's just
Yes, of course.
we can leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah.
张老师说，他说这种多元宗教之间的沟通应该越多越好。那希望至少也许1年有一次比较大型的聚会，大家所有的人可以聚集在一起，互相交换一下意见。
Yes, even if it is for 1 hour or 2 hours, in a month or quarterly, so we are quite pleased to present our views and what we are.
任何的形式的这个交谈或是对话，他们都非常乐意参与。
To make use of them. known as people. There's no idea that these are a branch of Islam.
艺术上是我们给它
All
记录
Hindus.
这
That's
个
right,
事情
yeah.
，or an extremist group.
Yes,
全世界
particularly after 9/11. We suffered a lot. Yes.
It'll be good. I mean, you can have meetings, say once a month or whatever.
Yeah,
So one meeting here, next one, another meeting in your place.
That's the way to do it, yeah.
And
That way you get to know each other. You know, you go to the actual place. As we experienced today, a part of the worship.
I'm not sure whether you are familiar with the organization. It's called Religions for
What
Peace.
actually happens here.
World
it
Council.
helps understanding.
Religions
Yeah,
for Peace.
of course.
Maybe not. It is an organization that has been established for 30 years. It's an NGO, and its office is right next to the headquarters of UN in New York. They have been promoting interfaith dialogues and peace for over 30 years. And their Secretary General, Dr. William Bentley, is also a good friend of Master Jin Kong. And we plan to host an international interfaith conference in UN headquarters in New York next year, where we will invite faith leaders from different countries to participate in interfaith dialogues and conference. So Master suggested to our partner, Dr. William Bentley, that perhaps we should have one such conference in UN every single year, where we can invite international leaders, faith leaders, to discuss the problems that they are facing and share their experiences. And also, Master thought about that the faith leaders should travel together and visit different parts of the world.
They should, yeah. Then you get the experience of the other faiths.
Besides that, traveling together, that every faith leader will get to know each other much better
That's right.
while they travel. It is a very powerful symbol to the people that they are visiting. That group of international leaders, faith leaders, are actually working together, promoting peace and harmony. And the Secretary General was very happy to hear that. Yes, and we are working towards that direction.
We wish to be involved in this sort of thing because up till now we have been left behind. It was only Brisbane that we were invited. Otherwise, because we are small, not big community, so we were generally ignored. So we will be quite happy to participate.
Thank you.
Do whatever we can. This one.
他说，基本上张老师说，如果说我们未来有这样的计划，请记得他们要邀请他们一起来参加。是。
现在这个事情正在进行当中，看样子是很有可能。
The details are still being worked out and still negotiating because the event will take place in UN, so involve the political side of the UN internal processing. So it takes some time, but it will occur sometimes next year.
Okay.
Yes.
Let us know.
Yeah,
We'll
just
do
keep
that.
Keep us informed, so that we know what's happening.
Are you going to Melbourne?
他
Yes.
说，请一定要告诉他们这些
I'm
资讯。
presenting a paper
Oh, really? Good.
on issues in Australia. I'm going to start looking at
世界和
Yes,
宗教
yes.
是
It'll be similar to your
会议
issues.
是，
Very.
他告诉
It'll
我
be fairly similar to your issues.
Yes, yes.
澳洲也
All overlap.
Yeah.
有，他们的机构在澳洲有分部，
有分布吧？
是，但是那个分部几乎
No, he
没有
won't
做
be
什么，
there.
没有做任何事情，因
No,
为
he'll be out of
因为
Australia.
资源不够。
That time.
应当要联合整个澳洲的，
Partly
是，
对吧？他要起这
also
个作用才行，
he's trying to promote
能够参与
Buddhism
国
in
际上。
China, and it wouldn't.
We are hoping that we can rally, if you will, different faith leaders from within Australia. We can all go and attend this conference together as a country. That will give us a more powerful voice.
As united, if we can go over there, that we could.
Yes.
澳洲可能还是顺序
Stephen might be coming. Declared
民间
是
大概政府
没有加入，他绝对没有加入。
像中国的时候，它是政府，它属于政府镇县里面的一个机构，
是，
所以它有中综合。啊，我们那个时候到中国去的时候，听到中综合都不知道这是一个什么机构，是不是？到以后才搞清楚，对他们加入这个。
是的。When we visited China as a group, but there were several such visits. We had a delegation of religious leaders from Singapore and from Malaysia, and Indonesia as well. So four separate trips. We went to China and visited different religious leaders there. We were welcomed by the Religions for Peace Chinese chapter. That they are actually government agency. So the government of China took over this activity planning and organization. But while the Religions for Peace within Australia, it's a private institution. So the government is not involved.
Government at the moment is not concerned.
Yes. 所以说基本上大部分的西方国家，包括澳洲，都没有在参与这样子的宗教的这种组织。是。
But if somehow we can get together privately, at least government will come to know, yes, it's a group and we must help. So
yes.
That's the way it is.
如果说我们自己民间的这些宗教团体能够团结起来的话，其实政府也会，澳洲政府也会重视这件事情。Yes, you're exactly right.
朝这个方向走。
We will work towards in this direction, and hopefully we can gain some momentum.
Yes. As Master knows, Kevin Radha, he can speak in his own language.
他说师傅跟这个总理已经熟识了，而且甚至还说同样的语言，所以说希望师傅多努力一些。
他有这个希望，他有这个期望，希望我们宗教能团结。
During his conversation with the Prime Minister, Kevin expressed that he wished to see a more united religious communities than it is now. And
明年我们在纽约搞这个活动的时候，总理支持。
And he also he heard from us that we plan to do this event in UN next year. He's very supportive.
Oh,
yes. Actually, without his support, the Foreign Affairs Office would not have allowed us to book a room through them and book the venue and the time slot for this event to take place.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes.
Why don't we have a formalized body in Australia?
我们可以向秘书长联系一下，看澳洲这个组织是哪些人在参与的，地点什么，我们能够让我们知道一些。
好的，是
吧？知道一下，我们来联系一下。
是。张老师说，其实他觉得我们澳洲似乎也应该有一个这种共同的这种团体，像新加坡那样子的，
没错，
然后可以有一致的这个声音。
对，是。对，实际上，它这个国际上这个机构，如果说是我们能够发生效果的话，澳洲宗教和平会议，那跟这个组织是一样的。啊，这个我们现在看到日本也有，台湾也有，这个中国有，韩国有。因为上一次我们参加亚洲地区的这个是亚综合，是啊，那个秘书长是韩国人，是不是？所以澳洲应该，我们现在不太清楚到底什么人在负责。
是。
希望联系一下，既有这个组织，我们大家就能推出来。
We will try to contact as many religious leaders as we can and religious bodies as we can to have a consensus about what to do in this matter. So perhaps we can work together in the future as one single voice, and so we can be. There's a better chance that we will be heard by the general public.
Together, yes. And we are glad that Master has initiated this process, which wasn't there before. and hopefully it will flourish, and we can then speak with one language.
Yes. 他说他非常感谢师父开始启动这个活动，这整个运动。那希望未来他们也能够参与其中，做一份助力。
澳洲的宗教这么多年来，一直都是他在这做联系工作。
Graham has been the ambassador of Buddhism for so many decades. We really owe him a debt of gratitude.
这个工作还是他驾轻就熟。
The master wished that Graham will continue to work and help this movement to carry on.
I'm sure you will.
我大家都有。
We are all supportive of Graham.